Meet Rob Nelson, talk show host.
Because you got the 70s thing going there. I got someone's underwear.
Robert Kennedy, thanks for taking a minute. Simple question.
Tucker?
It's good to see you. Listen,
If you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you're Bitcoin forever.
I hate this central bank digital currency.
Hey, I don't have all the answers, but together, I know we can find them.
Down in competition in the ratings tab for late night weekend viewers.
Welcome. Well, I know you were expecting to see what the hell is going on, man. Welcome. I know you were expecting to see Rob Nelson here tonight. I was too. I was expecting to see Rob Nelson. The Rob Nelson show is on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except Rob Nelson forgot that the show's on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I want it to work out. But guess what? I always make sure that if I say I'm coming through, I'm coming through. Nah, I'm just busting his balls. Rob Nelson is stuck in an airport or something, or he's traveling. But we will have him on his own show. Okay. This is again the Rob Nelson show, Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch Mondays, him and Landy can go at it. Then Wednesdays, obviously, I'm starting to it's 3-4 weeks in a row where Rob Nelson is making excuses every single time I come on. I think he's a little bit scared. I think he's a little bit scared of going head to head with me. Speaking of Rob Nelson, he is in the green room right now, and we'll bring him on since he's decided to make an appearance here with us on his own show. Hold on, let me go ahead and do this myself here. Hello, Rob Nelson. It's nice to see you on your own show.
Hey, everybody. Well, thanks for having me on. Thanks for everybody for being there. Love
Thanks
the
for
live
joining
audience
us.
and all. Having the live audience, it's great. Appreciate everybody tuning in, listening. I don't get the same applause you get, but that's okay.
Oh, hold
You
on.
brought it.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Rob Nelson needs to,
I'll be honest. Yes, I am scared of going. That is, you nailed it. I am terrified of this. I'm sort of the same as like Iran. I'm terrified of the U.S. So I can't wait to make a deal and get to the table, and you know, that's it. I'm Iran. I'm Iran. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared that I'm not showing up to meetings, and I'm firing missiles at ships, and I'm telling the U.S. to go fuck themselves, and I'm terrified. I mean, I have no cards in this game. That's me, man, on my own show.
Rob,
You got it. You got me. You
Rob,
had me.
Rob,
You nailed me.
can we just have an open conversation here? I'm
Sure.
running the show, by the way. So if you talk shit, I'm gonna put you in the green room. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I will put you. They've got. I do. Hold on one second. Our producer in the back went ahead and said I got. No, I don't. There's no way. There's no way.
Want you having a conversation with yourself?
No, he said I got the room mic on. There's no way.
I heard a little extra noise too, but I don't know. I just figured
Hold
that
on.
was,
Let me do something. Let me switch. It's impossible. Hold on. What about now, Rob?
Hey, you sound fine.
I think I sound fine. The audience thinks I sound fine.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're just stalling, man. I think the truth is,
No, I
you're
want to
just
get.
stalling.
I want to
think you're
get to the part
stalling. I
where.
think you're stalling.
Okay, listen, Rob. I think you need to go to the doctor, and I think you have to ask for a higher dose. Okay, on the medication that you take. We all know you take medication, and that TDS is really kicking in. Okay, you can't come on every single time I see you on your show or you're on a show. You're talking about Trump. Iran this, Iran that. Like, nobody's even talking about Iran anymore.
I ran a marathon. Everyone's going to be talking about it, but yeah, let's talk about something else. But yeah, they're not, because it's Trump successfully has backburnered that topic, and you watch come post election, we're going back in and we're going to bomb the f out of them, or we're just going to walk away and make a deal that they will never honor. And I think we can all agree they're not honoring. They can't even honor a ceasefire. They can't even not do the ceasefire.
There we
All they want
go.
is their money. They want their
Here we
money.
go
They
with
made it
Iran
really clear.
again.
We want our money. So let's talk about something more fun, which is the state of our own country. And you and I do agree that people are kind of bent out of shape about things, and you're seeing that now in this. I'm super surprised at what happened in Colorado. Like, I find it fascinating, these socialists, and I'm not going to go down the Landy path of they're communists, whatever. What they are is people offering things that they can never really fulfill. They don't like they don't like the way the system works. They want the government to control a lot of the means of production, property. They don't like cops. They don't like prisons. You know,
They don't like
they want to give everything
capitalism.
away for free. They don't like capitalism. They want to give everything away for free, and they're winning. They're winning elections. And I think they could well win the election in Wisconsin for the governorship. And it it is clearly the American public, increasing number of the American public is really unhappy, really unsatisfied with both parties. They don't think Trump's delivered on what he was supposed to deliver on. They don't think either party in Congress is. And they're willing to try a completely alternate, path, which offers them everything they want, even though they won't get it. And to me, that's pretty. I mean, it's going to fracture us farther and farther. We're just going to keep fracturing.
Um, Rob, we live in an instant gratification society. That's number one. So when they hear the word free, it's going to win them over. Trump said something which it's true. Trump said, I would be the greatest communist in the world. And people ran with that headline, by the way. The mainstream media, they didn't go ahead and give the entire details to what he said during that speech, but they ran with the headline that Trump said he would be the greatest communist in the world. But what he said in full was, yeah, I can stand up here. I'm just phrasing here. I can stand up here and tell you that I'll give you free homes, cars, and all that stuff. But then in the next 2 to 3 years, our country will go to shit. So
Yeah.
right now, and I really feel this, the Democratic Party really pushed free, and they really did. I mean, 43 million people, just remember this, 43 million people are on SNAP benefits. In the United States of America, for 43 million people to be on SNAP benefits is crazy. Okay? That is absolutely insane. Okay? You have that. You have always, college kids, they have so much college debt. We need to go ahead and pay them off. For all those who went to college, okay? Even for those who didn't even finish college. Anybody who took out a student loan, we're going to pay it off for you. Yet people who actually, but this is the Democratic way, but people who actually went to college and paid off those loans, they're not getting money or checks, sent. Again, everything's free, and people like free. And that's why people resonate with this Communist Party, because that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why they're winning. They're winning because they're using the word free. Okay? Free.
Yeah, well, they're winning, but more than that. I agree with you. I think that's a little simple.
That's the main thing. If I could tell you, look,
it's not just free. It's not just free.
He froze rents. Okay,
I know. I agree, but it's a lot more than that, and I think that's why it's troubling. I agree with everything you're saying. It is an instant gratification society.
I'm not saying that just to, hold on, Rob. This is my show right now. I'm not just saying.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Trump.
I'm not saying it's just that. That is the main thing. That's the main catchphrase. And then they hit everybody with Orange Man bad. And of course they're like, yeah, he's bad. And they don't even know why Trump is bad. It's just they're programmed to believe Trump is bad.
You know, you whine all the time whenever somebody interrupts you, and if you interrupt somebody, you
No, I
whine if
just
they
like to
keep
finish my
talking.
sentence.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, as you interrupt me. Anyway, here's what
I
I'm
just like
saying.
to.
Wow,
Don't you
you're
like
just
to?
interrupting me.
Hold on.
Wow.
I won't
Well,
interrupt you. But
I was
hold
thinking
on.
a thought twice here, and you just cut me off
Can I
twice.
say it? You can have the
No,
mic.
no, I was
Hold on.
talking. I
You
was
can have the
talking
mic. And
on my own show. I
hold
was
on.
talking on my own show.
Hold on. Hold on a
Wow.
second. Don't you like finishing your sentences?
I was trying to just now a
Yeah,
couple
me
times.
too. Me too.
and,
Okay?
and I
Doesn't
couldn't.
doesn't it suck to be interrupted?
Yeah, but you talk too long.
You do too. You and Landy.
Oh, nobody talks as long as Landy.
Go ahead, Rob.
So no, I think the economics is a piece of it, but I think it's more than that, and I think it is a deep dissatisfaction and a deep distrust of the establishment political parties and how they've run. And I think one piece of it is the socialist handout part, which is we're going to promise you everything. Another piece of it is the social justice side, which is like, we're going to like get rid of prisons and police are bad, which I don't think the average person really thinks is a good idea to like the police are bad. But that said, you know, they're going to push the like they're going to push the you've been screwed over by a system that essentially undervalues you, mistreats you. It is a fair point. We have more prisons in this country and than most countries like have per capita. We got a lot of prisons. There's like 50, 40 prisons in every state. That's a lot.
It is.
So I think there's a distrust and a dissatisfaction, and I think it's with both parties. It's why Trump got elected. I think he's now being viewed by a lot of people as more closer to the establishment in some ways, and people are going for a different route. I think truly independent candidates who really offer a different voice could win right now. Just happens that the Democratic Socialist Party, has organized and has them out there. But I don't think it's a good thing because I like the disruption, but I don't like what they stand for. But I would
Yeah.
like a populist independent candidate who wasn't particularly left or right and wasn't Democrat or Republican. I would like that. And I would like a candidate
I
like
wouldn't.
that.
I wouldn't.
No, not your taste. Well, you're a Republican. You're a Republican. You're a mega
Not a
Republican.
it's not just I'm a Republican. I'm just saying in general, like I think, you know, there's nobody on the Democratic Party. Look, Gavin Newsom is now not really favored by his own party to become, the presidential candidate for the Democrats. So for me, I just rather, I just feel like JD Vance or Rubio would
No,
do
I
a
said
better
an
job.
independent, and I didn't want Gavin Newsom. I said an
No, but I'm saying
independent.
there's no independence really, and there's
Well, there
really
could be.
nobody on the.
There could be.
Oh,
We could actually, if we figured it out, we could actually. Yeah, I've been talking to some people about this. I should talk about this on my show next time when I'm not traveling. A thing called America House, where you could actually have an influencer house. Influencer houses work. They just don't work to do anything. Where you had a political influencer house and you basically allowed people to start hearing and seeing outside the traditional mainstream media outlets, left, right, or center, and let the country sort of pick like an American Idol for president. Pick a president they really want. Trump was the closest to that, but pick a candidate who's not in one of the establishment parties, who actually convinces you they can fix this country and do what they say. Now, no one's going to succeed because you got Congress in the way, but that's a whole nother story. I mean, I don't know how you move anything through this government right now. It's
well,
so bad, David. It's
that's the
so bad.
problem. The problem is, and this is the scary part: the Republican Party does not win the House, then it's going to become even worse to do business, and that affects the American people, regardless of what party. It
Well,
doesn't matter what
I'll
party.
be
It doesn't
honest,
matter who
David.
you vote for.
I actually think it's worse than what you said. The sad part is the Republican Party has both the House, the Senate, and the White House, and they can't do business. They can't even pass their own legislative agenda. I mean, I start laughing now. It's like they can't, Donald Trump's signature thing is the Save America thing. They can't pass that. They do a bipartisan housing bill. He doesn't sign that. It's like literally these two branches of government and the two houses and the legislative side can't even get stuff done when they control all of it. They can't stop fighting amongst themselves, and that's all of them. That's the leadership in both
Oh, you have the
in the Republican, but it's
right
also
now.
Trump. Trump, like, if you don't do what he says exactly, he's like a little punk, and he's like,
Oh,
fine,
hold
fuck
on.
your bill.
Let me
I'm not
ask
going
you.
to pass
Hold on.
it.
Hold on. America's like a huge ass company, correct?
Oh, you won't hear any criticism of Trump. I forgot. Let me leave him
No,
out.
I'm asking you a question. America's a big ass company, correct? In
Sort of.
theory.
It's
In
yeah,
theory.
not very well run, but yes.
Correct. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Well, yeah. You can blame a party on that one, but
I blame both parties. Neither one has done a good job steering this
who is the
company.
president of the United States of America?
Okay, this is rhetorical. You're not asking me a question. Just get your point out. I
I'm
criticize
leading
Trump.
into it. Just answer.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump, and
Great.
he's sometimes a good
Great.
CEO.
Wait, hold
Sometimes
on.
he's not.
77 million people voted for him to be the president of the United States of America, correct?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Okay.
Yes.
We voted based on the shit he was campaigning on, correct?
And he didn't do all the shit he's campaigning. He's done some of the
Why
shit he
can't, hold
campaigned on.
on. A lot of the things that he wants to do, well, first of all, he did a lot of the things that he promised. And then you have, hold on, then you have things that he wants to do, but he can't just do a goddamn executive order. It has to go through the House, it has to go through the Senate. Why is our government not passing a bill called the SAVE Act, which would obviously take away any
You asked me a
sort?
question. I started with this point. I that's my point. But
Okay,
it
so
doesn't.
how is
But
that him?
that's not him. But they also passed a bipartisan housing bill, and he wouldn't sign it because he's mad at them because they won't do the SAVE Act. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, he's putting
David,
his foot down
David,
and saying,
David.
I'm going after the more important issue.
This is not your TDS thing that you love to say.
No, it is. That
no.
is more important.
I can be critical of the president. He is
And
mercurial.
I am
He is
telling you,
mercurial.
why
He
should
can
he
be.
pass?
He
Why
is
should he pass a bill if they won't pass the most important bill
he
that we have sitting on?
because we have other things that also need to get done. So you
Yeah,
can't lock up
SAVE
the
Act.
country. You know what? Then party office, because people are like, yes, this is important, but there are also other things that are important. So a good CEO multitasks and manages, and a good CEO doesn't look at anyone in his company who is critical of him and then throw them under the bus. You have top lieutenants, great managers, great people who could have helped in the house, and like a Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever, and they say one thing you don't like, and they become your mortal enemy, and you stomp on them. It's a horrible management system. But that said, I think he's a horrible manager of this company. That said, I think the people we elected in Congress are even worse. They're even worse. They can't literally do the basic functions that they're set there to do. They can barely keep the government open, and all they do is drive us into debt. My point is, I think so many Americans are so mad, so frustrated, so tired of it all, and that's why you're seeing this DSA rise. And the problem is the DSA people are going to do no better. And like you said, they're going to promise everything and they can't deliver. But they're going to.
There's a party that
But they're
shut down the
spreading.
government twice, correct?
Yeah, I'm not. You're never going to get me to accept that one party is worse than the other. They're
No,
both.
but
I'm both terribly
saying
flawed.
they have done everything possible to not allow him to get all the shit that he wants passed. Second,
He has a majority. He doesn't need that
yes,
other
he
party.
does,
He can't get
because
his own party on.
so this is where I'm leading to. Hold on. He can't do everything. You have Thune sitting there, unwilling to go ahead. At this point, I don't know why they didn't do the filibuster. Because the Democrats are going to do it.
Well, but see, that's that again. That's
but that's the only way they're going to pass the SAVE Act.
Well, all right, hold on. So let me flip this on you, because again, I do think you can't see Trump's flaws. How about this? How about if you're Donald Trump? No, how about if you're No, I'm not going to not be critical, because I want him to get the job done and do it right. And there's a lot I give him credit for. But you know what the first thing he should do is? I'm not signing a single piece of legislation. I will let this government run. I will literally do nothing until you remove the filibuster, because that would give him the power to get his entire agenda done. And Democrats, if they win control, as soon as they can, they will eliminate the filibuster in a heartbeat.
Oh, I know that.
They will
Everybody says
eliminate
it.
in a heartbeat. So
Everybody,
Trump should make it his
everybody
priority.
knows that the Democrats get into power, they will eliminate the filibuster. So I don't
Yes,
understand.
but
What are we
so
waiting for? He's
I
asking for
agree.
it to be
I agree.
eliminated.
Yeah, but he's
But
not
this
okay.
is where
No,
you
no, no,
didn't let
no.
me
He's not
finish.
asking. He's not
Yeah,
asking. He
he's
needs to
asked.
demand. No, he needs to demand the same
Well,
way he's
hold on.
demanding the Save Act.
Can I,
He needs to
I'm
say
telling you,
nothing to this.
you got Republicans that acted like they were going to be a part of the solution that have turned their backs on the solutions at hand. So again, I'm criticizing both sides, not just the Democrats, but the Democrats do a lot to make sure that shit doesn't go down, okay? Because Trump's in office. But we have
Yeah,
our own
listen.
we have our own issues. Look, they all got mad about the peace deal that Trump was
Look.
trying to make. You had a
Listen,
bunch,
it's all. I agree
and
with you.
I'm just gonna
But
text you what
but
I'm
it's all.
texting you what I want to say.
Listen.
Here, I'm gonna text you. I'm
I'm
texting
agreeing
Rob
with you.
Nelson.
I'm running out of time, dude. That's why I'm speeding up. I agree with you, but I also think, and this is why people are fed up, because if you step in from the middle, you realize Republicans do the same thing when a Democrat president is in office. They do everything to disrupt it. Look,
We hold on. We shut
I
down the
know.
government. We shut down the
No,
government.
it doesn't have to be the exact same thing.
Okay.
They block. No, David,
Okay.
David. No major policy changes, meaningful change happens. Whether it's healthcare, the debt, you know, things that really affect people. Because whichever party is in power, the other party will undercut them. They'll try to fight on nominations. They'll try to block things. No one would do Medicare and Social Security reform because the other side, they're going to go after the other side who does it. Both sides know it needs to happen. No one's going to take, and when the tables flip, I've been there, David. I've been inside Washington for the last 25 years, in and out. Didn't matter which party was in power. When Clinton was president, Republicans did everything they could to fuck his agenda up. When Obama was in power, Republicans did everything they could to fuck his agenda
I'm
up.
sorry.
When Trump's
I'm
in
sorry.
power,
It wasn't.
Bush is
It
in
wasn't.
power, Democrats do everything
It
they can to
wasn't this
fuck his
bad.
agenda up.
It wasn't this bad.
Well,
Okay.
because Trump derangement syndrome is next level.
I'm going to
But
say, I remember what the Democratic Party looked like before. It is nothing what it is
yeah,
now.
well, that's
Okay.
true.
This is not a. These are not the Democrats. These are just outright. I don't know who the fuck's voting
Yeah,
them in. These are woke
yeah,
left people, and then you also got the woke right. I keep saying
I
this. It's like
agree.
you think I won't ever criticize Trump. I said there are things that I don't like that Trump does, but for the most part, I think he does a good job.
Yeah,
But
I
you
agree.
want me to say he doesn't.
No, I think he does some things well and he does some things really badly. And he's not helping unite the country. He's only helping divide it, as
The
is the far
Democrats are
left.
dividing the country.
No,
Okay.
Trump's dividing it just as much. Trump is one of the most divisive political figures ever. And he insists that he's not. And he insists that everybody agrees with him. He's America's favorite president to half the country. And the other half, he's not. And
Just
we
like
need
Biden was. Just like Biden was.
Biden was the worst. There's no comparison. Biden was the worst
But
president
you
in
had
American
Democrats
history.
saying that Democrats
Biden
said
was the
he's the
worst
best
president in American
that
history.
ever existed.
Obviously, and that's what parties do. They put their candidate president on a pedestal, and the public sees right through it. The public could see that Biden was a literal, like, brain dead joke.
And they wouldn't say anything.
They can also see that Trump is completely mercurial, changes his story all the time, and insists he's always right. And the minute even his most loyal supporters say something against him, he throws them under the bus. The public sees that too. They see both things, and that's why they're disillusioned. And I'm worried that we're going to get worse before we get better. And that's what really worries me. We're going to get worse before we get better.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're
you're
at,
tuning into the Rob Nelson show, where
hosted by David Goxstein.
even when I'm hosting it, I can't get a goddamn word in. Okay.
Well, I have to leave my own show, so you can finish it and you can say what you want when I'm gone, because I have to go get on a plane.
It's always a pleasure to come onto your show, Rob, and have a wonderful discussion where I get 3 minutes in and you get the entire time.
Jesus, I now see why you
You know
like
what?
Trump.
Maybe
You
you're
distort
related to
reality.
Landy. I think you and
You
Landy
just-
are related.
You distort reality.
Landy comes onto my show, I can't speak. I come onto your show, I can't speak. The only time I can speak is if I open up a goddamn space on X, okay, and I go on there for 20 minutes and don't let anybody up on the goddamn stage. That's the only time I get to speak, Rob Nelson.
Oh wow.
I hope
Get
you
it
have
all
a
out, man. Get it
I
all
hope
out. Get it,
I
vent
hope
it
you
all
have
out of
a
there.
wonderful flight
How long?
home.
How long are you gonna talk with me gone now? You gonna wrap it up? You gonna keep going?
No,
What's your
I'm
game
gonna keep
plan?
talking
You gonna keep talking till it's over?
till it's over. I'm a professional. I finish the show from A to Z. I show up every single day, Mondays
Wow.
through Fridays.
Wow. Wow. Well, maybe if you'd responded to me yesterday, you would have known that I was worried that this could happen. But no, pick up the phone. I guess that's too hard for you to do, huh? Can't do it, huh?
You know what? At the end of the
Uh,
day, I say this about politicians. At the end of the day, these politicians, they can say that they care about the American people, but they care about you when they need the vote. That's bottom line. And somebody said I should run for president. Maybe I'll think about it. When the
yeah,
time
people told me
comes
I should run for
and I want to
president a
go
long
gray,
time ago, but I
I'll
missed
let you
my
know.
I missed my window.
Say that again.
People told me to run for president a long, long time ago, but I missed my window.
You
I'm
know
past
what?
president now. When I was 30.
I can only imagine being the president of the United States of America. That is probably the toughest job in the world.
It is, but probably also one of the
But,
most fun. Everything's taken care of for you. You don't have to
well, you know what? I
you have
mean,
to worry about where you have to be. You don't have to worry about your clothes, your transportation. Someone else takes care of it all. You just show up and do the big hard
I
stuff.
I got to give Trump credit. I don't know if you're going now, but I got to give Trump credit. He made $1.1 billion in total from crypto. So
I
he
know,
is
I know,
truly
I know.
the first
He
pro
is.
crypto president. Shout out to him.
And And how funny
Yeah.
that the media just went after him like crypto's a scam. See, he's a scam artist.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I have issues about whether you should be doing that when you're in office and the annulment's clause and all that. But thank God he's like at least almost. I thought as much as you think I hate Trump, I don't. And I'm just going to say this before I go. It cracks me up that when he first ran, they said he's not really a billionaire. They're like, he's a fake billionaire. He
Yeah.
exaggerates how much money he's worth. We should see what he's really worth because he's a liar. He's not probably barely even he just makes the numbers up. Now he's making billions of dollars. He's horrible. I'm like, what you
Yeah.
want? You want him to be a billionaire or not a billionaire? Well, which is it? Like they can't make up their mind.
It's capitalism. You know what? Honestly, it doesn't affect me, and anybody can participate. So obviously, they look at it. President,
How long
he
will it
has
take
massive
just to get
power.
a basic like classic burger? 10 minutes?
You
Okay.
go get a burger. I hope
One,
you
yeah.
have a safe flight. I'm going to
I'm,
finish
I'm
up this
ordering a
show.
burger to get on my plane.
Go eat. Rob Nelson, everybody. You can tune in Mondays and Wednesdays as he goes ahead and breaks down all the trending news that we have out there in the world. Rob Nelson, I hope you have a great flight. I'll go ahead and finish it up here. We'll chat later when you land. Rob Nelson, everybody. Go ahead and give him a round of applause. Rob Nelson, I'm filling in. I'm filling in from Rob. Great guy. I just bust his chops. He busts my chops. I bust his chops. He busts mine. I bust his. Him and Landy really don't let me talk, though. Like, if you replay the shows, him and Landy do not allow me to speak. Now, some people, probably who don't like me, they're like, okay, yeah, we like that you don't get to speak. We don't want to hear you. But most people want to hear the most electrifying man in the media business today. They want to hear the most electrifying man preach and speak. They want to hear, boy. Go ahead and get on this mic. I haven't got to talk politics. I haven't been able to speak about politics because we've been talking about crypto. On the show, for this entire week, we've been talking about crypto. And I've been breaking down crypto. I feel like we've hit bottom, maybe on crypto here. I really do feel like crypto has hit some sort of bottom here. And it's exciting to watch. The vibes might, not even might be. I know there's a community that is bringing back the vibes. They're hungry and they want to see change. They absolutely want to see change happen, and they're going to make change happen because it really does start with community. I know it's an overused word, but it is what it comes down to, community. Without a community, you will not have any project go to the next level. It's not one person. I'm going to repeat myself. It's not just one person. It's not one KOL, kind of lame. It's not an influencer. It is a community. It's a bunch of people that are tired, that come together, and they become the catalyst. Okay, guys, just remember, think about this. Remember Wall Street Bets. Let's have a Wall Street Bets type of movement where things change, where retail punches back. Because that's what Wall Street Bets did. A bunch of retail came together and they punched back. And the hedge funds didn't know what hit them. And the hedge funds were crying. And the hedge funds were coming on to mainstream media and saying, how dare you guys? How dare retail do this to us? We're losing millions of dollars. This is the same situation, ladies and gentlemen. You got the institutions coming, and you got the cabal here, you got the KOLs here, you got the influencers here, and they don't want you to win. It's on you. It's on you guys. You want to win? Go for the win. If you really want to win, go for the win. Stop waiting. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Not a single person is coming to save you guys. Bottom line, it's on you. You want it? Go get it. There's no excuses. There is zero excuses. There's none. There are no excuses. All I hear constantly on the timeline, there's I didn't succeed because of him. It was him who didn't allow me to win. No, that is you are to blame. You look in that mirror. Okay, first of all, that mirror's dirty as hell. You go ahead and wipe that mirror, and you look in the mirror, and then you look at yourself, and you acknowledge that you are the person that is not allowing yourself to win, and not no goddamn influencer. Okay, not no goddamn KOL. They can say whatever they want. It's ultimately you pressing the goddamn button. Who's pressing the buy button? The influencer or you? It's you. Okay? I'm not their biggest fan, but I'll say this. You can't go ahead and blame your entire miserable existence on influencers when you don't pick up your ass, do research, you have the available tools to do research. You do nothing. You do nothing. And then you want to blame somebody when the shit doesn't go your way. Guess what? You press that buy button. You follow these broccoli-head son of a bitches, okay? You've been following the cabal. You've been praying to the KOLs. You've been getting destroyed when you've been warned multiple times that these people do not have your best interests at heart. Yet you still look at them as gods. So you have to go ahead and accept these losses that you're taking. I am telling you, it is community. It is the essence of this industry has always been built by a community, and you gotta go back to that to bring back the culture to this goddamn place. Now, if you're willing and if you want to participate in something revolutionary, a movement, go ahead, jump in, put your pride aside, put the ego aside, acknowledge there's a problem. If we keep going against each other, we ain't gonna win. There's only gonna be one party that wins, and it's a small party. They win, you keep losing. You go to work, you come back here, you're giving them your money. It's insanity. What do you do? What are you waiting for? Who cares if you don't like Johnny over here or Kenny? Like, who gives a shit? Sit at the same goddamn table and work. Go to work, run through a wall. I say this all the time, run through a goddamn wall for whatever you believe in. I don't give a fuck what token you want to go in. If you fucking really believe it with your nutsack, okay, then go into it. Be proud to go ahead and acknowledge it. Go bag work for it and go get it. That's it. That is it. And a lot of you will be like, oh, he gives these wonderful motivational speeches. Guess what? I'm about this life. I can talk it and I walk it. That's it. I do both. I'm energized all day long. This is me all day long. I don't take drugs to do this. Right now, I got a migraine. I got a migraine right now. I could have not him. I could have told Rob Nelson, I'm not covering for you tonight. Guess what I did? I'm covering for you. He didn't even know it. He didn't even know I was covering for him. That's what community's supposed to do. Yes, or your teammate is supposed to do that. Excuse me. I got you, bro. We're on the same team. No worries. That's how you guys have to play this here. Y'all come together. Whatever you pick, you guys have to understand. Ultimately, the ball's in your court. You have a chance to do something legendary. Legacy, legendary, something that'll bring back the vibes into this space. The vibes will come back into this space if you want them. Stop waiting for somebody. Stop waiting for somebody to hold your hand, walk you across the street. Stop waiting for somebody. Nobody is coming. I don't rely on nobody, respectfully, to any of you guys. I don't rely on anybody. I know I gotta work. I gotta put in the work. If I put in the work, maybe somebody sees me putting in the work, they get inspired to put in work. That's it. That's how I roll. Okay? I don't wait around for somebody. I ain't waiting around for a miracle. I'm going to make my, oh, he got lucky. No, I make my own luck. I don't believe in, oh, you got, no. I made my own luck. I built my own path. I climbed that goddamn mountain. Let me fill you in on a little thing. As an entrepreneur, as a real one, you could be climbing that mountain for a very long time, and it's brutal. Temperatures go down into the -40, and you're climbing. You're freezing, climbing, shivering. Not a single son of a bitch is offering you a goddamn blanket. And you're climbing that son of a bitch. You are climbing that mountain. So the whole time as an entrepreneur, as you're willing yourself and you're grinding away to get to the place that you want to go to, you are going through hell. You are absolutely going through hell to reach your goal. And when you finally reach your goal, that is the only time within that 5-year span, that 10-year span, that you have a sense of fulfillment, that you can acknowledge that you have done something. And think about it, 10 years and only 1 minute of that 10 years, you can go ahead and say, I did it. I did it. I will never sit in a chair, God willing, if I live until I'm 80 or 90 or whatever, in a goddamn nursing home, I will never sit there and tell people I regret or I wish I could have. No, that ain't gonna be me. That is not going to be me. I refuse to ever have a regret. Win, lose, or draw, I rather say I attempted and I tried, but I will never sit here and live with I don't bag shit. You think I'm gonna sit there when I'm 80 years old and talk about, you know what? I didn't go ahead and bull post because some jackass that I've never met before, some ugly ass mutt whose handle is Terry1345 with an airdrop PFP, NFT, whatever. He's shaming me for bull posting. Fuck him and his fucking, he should have been swallowed. I don't give a shit. I'm going out there and I'm back posting, I'm bull posting and I'm talking and I ain't gonna stop talking. It's time. It is time. All right. Somewhere, I don't know where the disconnect happened. I don't know where the disconnect happened, but somewhere the entire space absolutely said, we are no longer going to bull post. And only a select few people that bull post are allowed to bull post. And it's a bunch of 16-year-olds with pimples all over their fucking faces, smelling like a dirty onion. Well, fuck that. The OG's back. If I gotta do it alone, I'll do it alone. I don't give a fuck. I know. I see it on the timeline. I know what people are saying. When is he going to bless it? When is he going to bless it? Show me. Because it's not just about me. Show me. Make me want to fucking bless something. People could do it for, yo, I've seen people do that shit for like, I've seen people hustle for a week on here and then they go silent. I've been bull posting my ass off for years, nonstop. I want to see it. I want to see it for more than a week. I want to see the same energy every single day because it's hard to wake up, right? And be energized in this space right now. But if we turn it around, we take back what's ours, because it is ours. It will be a legacy that you can go ahead and talk about to your family. You can let them know, you know what? I was a part of something. I was a part of history. I was a part of the next coming of the Wall Street Bets movement. You could call it whatever you want. You don't have to call it Wall Street Bets. You can call your own thing. I was a part of a huge tribes that came together, a huge collective, a movement that came along and flipped all this shit. They can talk and say whatever they want about me. I don't care. My opinion, as Deion Sanders said, my opinion is the only opinion that fucking matters. Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. That is it. I don't care. So if you're scared to go ahead and talk your talk because some random fucking kid behind a goddamn PFP is going to talk shit about you, this ain't for you, my man. Go flip pancakes at IHOP, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to IHOP. There ain't nothing wrong with IHOP pancakes and flipping them and asking people for whether they want regular or decaf. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you came here, there's something wrong with that. If you ain't about that life. Don't live with regrets. Don't live with regrets. That's all I can say. Landy's up next. It's Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Landy goes ahead and breaks down the markets for you guys. So tune in. He won't be breaking down any shit coins or memes or altcoins. It's only strictly Bitcoin and maybe some oil. Okay? Maybe some oil. You can either go out there right now. I'm going to give you this message, last one before I sign off. You can either go out there and make everybody proud, you proud, everybody who really knows you proud, or you can go ahead and sit over there and have your cup of regrets. Okay? About that life, or you can sit there and talk about the regrets that you have with the rest of the motherfuckers that want to talk about regrets. It's not about numbers right now, man. It's not about numbers. Obviously, people want to see numbers. Your work ethic will go ahead and show numbers on the board. Work harder. You think you're working hard? You got to work harder. Yeah, I love when people say, I work hard. I love when people say, I go at it. No, you don't. You ain't moving the needle. You're not moving anything. Ladies and gentlemen, you want it? Go get it. Make me bless it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because I sat back and I thought about this. I said, if I bless it, they'll only be happy for like 3 to 4 days and then they're gonna leave. And then they're gonna go on to the next fucking shiny toy. Especially after I read a few messages. Oh, he ain't not gonna talk about it? Oh, fuck that. I'm out. Be out, because this is bigger. What I'm trying to explain to you, this is bigger. This is bigger than one thing. This can change everything. And once you understand that and can comprehend that, sky's the limit. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Rob Nelson Show. I'm not Rob Nelson. I'm filling in. My name is David Gochstein. I am the founder of Gochstein Media. I appreciate you guys tuning in to me, Rob Nelson, Landy, Julie, Kenneth, who goes on at 4 p.m. We appreciate you guys. And I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the breakdown. I think it's episode 739. And we'll chop it up again. Guys, 2 minutes to 9. Tune in to Landy. He's breaking down markets. He's a good Chad. On that note, I'm out.
Meet Rob Nelson, talk show host.
Because you got the 70s thing going there. I got someone's underwear.
Robert Kennedy, thanks for taking a minute. Simple question.
Tucker?
It's good to see you. Listen,
If you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you're Bitcoin forever.
I hate this central bank digital currency.
Hey, I don't have all the answers, but together, I know we can find them.
Down in competition in the ratings.